Yes. Anumatra, even an iota. How it happens doesn't matter. How you got fever is not interesting. The interesting thing for the doctor is that you got temperature, how much is it? What kind of temperature is it? So that to treatment. In the same way here, yadagadabi, anyway, never mind how it is. Vipaschi desha, this wise man, Brahmanya Anande, this Ananda Brahman, the infinite, all-pervading Brahman, in that Anumatra, even an iota of distinction, if you feel, vikshepa comes in your mind, fear comes in your mind, pasyatyamushya bhayam tadeva. Then thereafterwards, you are afraid of God's fear. You generally say that. I have put God's fear into him, meaning I am afraid of God. This happens even very good devotees. Ayyayo, Shiva Bhakta. After the puja, when you are doing arati, have you seen some of the grihasthas? In the room there is plenty of pictures of all gods in our tradition. And now he starts. Why? He is afraid. Afraid what? To whom he has not shown. He will be angry. He considers that these gods are exactly like you and I. You see? Mamaku invitation, if you have not given, you will be angry. That sort of thing. It is not. Give it to the main idol and say that please distribute to everybody. They are all one. But this distinction feeling that he is Lord is there and I am here, I am a devotee and all these are gods, and if I don't show to everybody, see? If Jesus alone is given a candle, you are worried. Mary is angry, I think. Mary must be given also. All the various saints there in the church must be given one, so that even though they may not curse you, even though they may not bless you, at least let them not curse me. Fear. The moment I know that it is my own self, there is no more any fear, no more any formality. It is highest. Continue. Shruti Smriti.
Shruti Smritirnyaya Shatairnishidhe Nyaya Nishtairnishidhe Drishyatra Yasvatmamatim Karoti Upaiti Dukkho Paridukha Jatam Nishiddha Karta Samalim Lucho Yatha.
By a deep and a careful study of the Shruti, the Smriti, and Nyaya, logical reasoning, Nyaya, Shatai, hundreds of them. You have studied so many Upanishads, studied so many Smritis, so many Puranas. You have again, one by one, many arguments to prove to your intellectual satisfaction that the world of not self is a world of objects. Objects have no validity without a subject to experience. I am the subject, you are the object in front of me. You are never in me, nor am I in you. It is two distinct factors. In me, you don't exist, and I am not in you. I am the subject, you are the objects. I am something vilakshana, something other than the world of objects. My own body and mind and intellect and their thoughts are also objects of my awareness. Are you not aware of the body? Are you not aware of your emotions and your thoughts? Good, bad, or indifferent, doesn't matter. Are you not aware of them? Are you not seeing them clearly? If thus you are seeing them clearly, the seer you is something different from the seen. The objects perceived can have no attachment or relationship with the seer. No, Swamiji, when you see things, you see, of course, you have been. If you argue that way, we will have to prove to you it is not so. By indicating that when you see a buffalo, you don't generally become buffalo. Buffalo is an object seen, and I am the seer. The seer is something different from the seen. The Nyaya, very many such firm lines of arguments are given to convince the intellect that yes, there must be a subject other than these objects in whose light and knowledge we gain the experience of all the experiences, physical, mental, intellectual, in our life. Having thus convinced, and it is not that a logical fallacy, somebody has cheated you by a wrong line of thinking. No, it has been confirmed by the great rishis of the Upanishads. In the Puranas, in the story form, the very same ideas have been again expressed. And thus we have understood, with thousands or hundreds of such arguments, Nishidhe rejected that the world of objects are something other than the Atman, the Self. Dirshetrayas Atmanimatim Karodi. And yet, by mere old habit, you are habituated to think that these objects are real because of that old habit, addiction to it, in spite of your being convinced. He who still holds on and hugs on to the objects of the world outside, considering that that is my fulfillment in life, such an individual, upedi dukkho paridukkha jatam. His experience in his life will be dukkho bi dukkha jalam. Look at Mehta Sahib. What an amount of money under his control. And what is it? Dukkha jalam. Before, all those who have shared it, what is their condition for the last 2 years? Pakrenge, pata nahi pakrenge. Thus Tirupati Venkatachalapati's coffers fill up. Why? Give him something, another corruption. So that I am not caught. Others may be caught, never mind. I'll give you something. Think of dukkho pari dukkha jata. Always it is like that. You compromise, you suffer. Thus, punishment in Hinduism is not for the sin. In Hindu masters and rishis' point of view, you are not suffering for the sin that you have done before. You are suffering or you are persecuted by the sin that you have done. If it is for the sin you have done, there must be a judge, to hear both sides and prove that yes, you have really done that, and then a judgment is to be passed that you must suffer this way or this way. Punished. Hindu gods never punish. He has automatized it. You do a wrong action, wrong vasanas are built. The wrong actions, the wrong vasanas give you wrong desires and wrong thoughts. And as a result of it, you suffer. He is not. He has only switched on the whole thing. Automatic. You are punished not for the sin, but you are punished by the sin. See? In spite of these arguments and logic and thought and reading and study, you have understood that the world of plurality is something other than me, and yet, if I hold on to them, the reward that you will give, Lord gives you a reward for this stupidity. What? Dukkho dukkha jalam. Sorrow after sorrow, one after another, mountains of sorrow. Nishiddha karta sa malim lujo yadha. Just as example, Nikrishta karta, one who has done a crime, a mistake, attempted for the time being, went to the tea stall and had cha. Tea also you could not enjoy because you had to look all right, anybody is coming or not. Did it? When you are coming out, you saw Madhwal standing under the tree without any movement, only watching you coming. Madhwal is a silent man. He never said to anybody anything, or actually speaking, even though he looks in that direction, he did not see you. But think of the condition of your mind. Whole night you can't sleep. I think that now. And now tonight he will go there and tell the Swami. And the Swami is such a monster. He will jump at me and I don't know what all things happen. What will happen? Now nobody has done anything. He went and took a cup of tea, which he knew I should not do it. Never mind. Nobody. Dukkho dukkha jalam. Excitement, agitation, worry. Next day morning he looks at everybody a little. Why, how many of them have come to know about this? You understand? When you have done a crime, stolen something, misappropriate some money from the office, hoping that the horse on whom you are betting, the horse is more productive than you yourself. This is the conception. Therefore you put it on the a horse. Why? The horse will make it. I can't, but the horse will make it. But horse could not run that day, he was not well. So that money gone. Therefore you take a little more from the office. Why? To get all that and then give it, return it. Honest man want to return it. See his mental condition. Nobody is punishing him because nobody knows that you have done. Until the auditor comes, till then nobody will know it. The end of the year. But till the end of the year, isn't it? Having failed in the exam, you go home and daddy asks, Beta, result aa gaya? Haan. And then you run from there because next question you can't answer. अच्छा बेटे का माँ इधर आ, सुना तुम्हारे बेटे का रिजल्ट आ गया. And that she also says, oh, अच्छा. Tirupati Venkadajalapati's blessing, because he has not studied anything, but it has happened. It is one of the miracles that happened. Now, the whole house knows that you have passed. I think that cousin of mine will come there and try to condole me. Then they will understand. Will he come? Once you compromise a little, the result is extreme agitation of the mind, one over the other. This is the result or reward that comes. Therefore, never keep any Dvaita power. Try to experience the pure self.
सत्याभिसन्धानरतो विमुक्तः महत्त्वमात्मीयमुपैति नित्यम् मिथ्याभिसन्धानरतस्तु नश्येत् दृष्टं तदेतत् यदचौरचौरयोः
Satyabhisadhana-retaha. Reti, reveling. Retaha, one who revels in. Satya anusandhana. Anusandhana, continuous thinking. Unbroken chain of thoughts on Satyam, that which is truth. That which is truth means that which remains the same in the past, present and future. That which never changes. Satyanusandhana paraha, an individual who is constantly turning his attention to that which has been always with me at all times throughout my life. It was in my childhood, in the middle age, and old age, that which was all the time in the waking, dream and deep sleep state, that which is never living, which was witnessing or was with me when I was born, shall be with me when I am dying. All the changes that have taken place in the body, mind and intellect equipments, and the physical, mental and intellectual environments, the experience were joy and sorrow, different experiences, but there is something in every one of us, changelessly, constantly with us. The awareness or consciousness, knowledge, in the light of which we gain all the knowledges of all the experiences. So, Satya Anusandhana Paraha, those who are constantly turning their attention to this permanent, changeless, immutable essence in me, the subject, Vimukto. He becomes liberated from all the limitations of the body, mind, and intellect, because he awakes into a new dimension of consciousness. Mahatvam apmiyam upaidi nityam is that individual who nityam, constantly, upaidi, comes to experience Atma, the self, and its glory. That higher state of consciousness, you come to experience it. Now at this moment is only book knowledge. You come to experience it yourself when you constantly contemplate without the mind jumping into the usual channels of sensuality. Constantly contemplating, you awake into that state of consciousness. Mityabhisandhana ratastu nashed. And you and I, we are not satyanusandhana. We are not constantly thinking of satya, that which is permanent. Ours is constant, from the moment you wake up till you sleep. Ayya. What are you thinking? Mithya. That which is false, that which is unreal, that which is constantly changing. Only the world of Einstein and world of time and place, Einstein and world of things ever changing. This is all that we are constantly thinking. How to get that object, this pleasure, that desire to be fulfilled, that ambition to be fulfilled, constantly. Those who are thus reveling in, contemplating upon the false world of plurality. False because ever-changing, that is all. This ever-changing world of plurality, nashir, they come to suffer. Destruction of the inner peace and tranquility, everything gone. Drishtam tadedat, this is always seen. It is not that I am talking something beyond your appreciation. You have got direct experience in this world. What? If yad chora achorayo. Think of it. You, a chore. Chore, a looter, a plunderer, a thief. You have stolen something. I am a chora. I have not got that efficiency. Not that I have not got the intention. I have not got the capacity. Therefore, I have not taken. Since I have not taken anybody's wealth or object or whatever it is, I have not stolen anything, I peacefully sleep and I go about in the world peacefully. You have stolen something. And you are suspicious. I think these people are suspecting me. So there are enough fools in the world who say that, what do you think? You think that I stole? No, we are not thinking that, but we know. Thinking and knowing are two different things. And the moment you say, no, we don't think about it, he is consoled. We know it. That is between us, to be honest. Chora, achora. If you compare, then you will understand that one who has done achora, that's something wrong, he suffers, restless. And the other one who has not done anything, he is honestly living. He has no sub-trouble. In the same way here, those who are constantly thinking of the highest reality, he enters into a larger ambit of inner peace and bliss. While those who are running after these false objects of the world outside, ever-changing field of things and beings, he is constantly in sorrow. By the time this problem is solved, 20 other problems are there. By the time you finish off, another 5 problems are solved, 20 different problems have come. So these you remain, let it remain. Let us attempt this. Goes on till you die. There will be constantly agitations. Never knowing a peace and tranquility or inner bliss within yourself, you die a miserable death. Thus constantly try to contemplate upon the Lord who is always in your heart. Keep him always at your shoulders. Whenever a problem comes in the world, just wink. The man who is sitting in front of you will start wondering, what is he doing? Huh? And while he is wondering, you tell your reply. And he doesn't half understand, half doesn't understand. But you are saying it with so force and things like that. He says, all right. The problem is solved. Why? He helped me. And at that time I said, oh Lord, mere se karwate ho. I will do it efficiently. You want me to cheat him? Okay. I don't want. But if you want to cheat him, I will do it very efficiently to your total satisfaction. That the Lord must feel that I could not have cheated him so well. Oh, my devotee.
20 devotee has done it. Ayya! 20 devotee has done it. 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 20 devotee has
Kartritva, bhoktritva, abhiman is not there. Without ego and egocentric desires, roll up your slaves, do what is to be done. Forget all about it. Be a crack pot. I should not have done it. That is Arjuna. Krishna does it, and next moment he has forgotten. And if he is not forgetting, he takes the flute. Not only he forgets, but all others also listening to it forget. That way, live. Chola achola yoho. Drishtam. It is the experience of everybody. We know it from direct experience that this is the lot of the thief and those who are not thieves. The thief who has done it and compromised, he suffers.
Yatirasadanusanthim bandhahetum vihaya swayamamasmiti atmadrishyaiva tishthet sukhayati nanu nishtha brahmani svanubhutya harati paramavidya karya dukkham pratitam.
How am I to get out of this constant sorrow, which I am now at this moment suffering as a limited ego in this wondrous world of computation? Where thousands all around me is trying to pressurize me, to wipe me out from life. And I have been constantly fighting with them all, and therefore at all times in tension, stress and strain. To give up all these and be peaceful and serene, how can I do it? Is there a way to get out of this welter of sorrows? The teacher says, yetihi, the one who is putting forth the effort, a spiritual seeker. Asadanusandhim bandhahetum vihaya. At this moment, a seeker, as every one of us, is constantly anusandhi, constantly thinking of the asat. Asat, not self, the false, the illusory, the mind, the objects of the world outside projected by your mind, the world of plurality. Anusandhim bandhahetum, this is the cause for all your bondages, vihaya. Give it up. This constant contemplation upon the world of objects with a false hope that by getting the objects of the outer world, by hugging it, I will reach happiness. Nobody has so far ever tried, ever reached. Everybody tries, nobody has seen it. Total happiness with woman and wine, dance and music, nobody has received it. There is a hope. There is a vague notion that by gaining that, I will get it. But when you get there, my God, is there nothing? There is nothing. That is because I have not got that. Plus that, I will be happy. Now you run for that. When you get that, that also not. That is because these are not with me. So then you run for those two and get it. And it goes on. The entire universe under your control, the wealth of the world is at your disposal. Yet Ravana is not happy because he said, how is it that I could not get Mrs. Ram? It goes on. Any amount. A king who had, by his tapascharya, a Rakshasa, he wanted the Lord that I must have the maximum number of, wealth of the whole world, power everywhere, no enemies ever, and nobody ever rises up, no disturbance in the public, revolutions and things like that, eternal peace, and all the wealth of the world with me. I am the most powerful, nobody dare rise up against me, and I must live 10,000 years. Narayana as usual, tathastu. Okay. He lived. Many wives, many children, grandchildren, all wealth, everybody a meta. Prosperity everywhere, no question of it, no political manipulations and other parties and opposition parties, nothing! He lived. But 1,000 years also will end. So when Lord Death found that a huge file there on his table, he said, called his secretary and said, Balan, what is this file? He said, Bhagavan, that is a very rare file. There is one of the people when Vishnu blessed him, and he has been living 1,000 years. And this is the entire file of his activities and his behavior in the world. He's the richest man. He has got 2,393 wives, all of them loving him. And he has been able to be happy with all of them. And he has got 8,923 grandchildren. All happy and all that. Lord Death smiled. He's a unique guy. When is he going to die? The accounts were looked into, 10,000 years, calculated. Next Saturday is ending. Aaj abhi abhi jao tu. Go and tell him a message from me. Maharaj, you have lived so happily so long, and no other human being has ever in this world ever lived such a happy life for so long. And on Saturday, from here only 2 days more, is your last day for the 10,000. So Lord Death has sent me as a private messenger to whisper into your ears that in case you have got some desire not fulfilled, Lord has given me the permission to allow you to have those desires also fulfilled for the 2 days, so that in our record we can say that one human being was completely happy with the world of OET, BMI, PFT. But chalu. This is the experiment. The king thought for a moment. Really, day after tomorrow I have to go? It looks like yesterday only he blessed me, and within a day 10,000 years have gone. Yes, sir. Now I have got everything, what can I ask you? Okay, do one thing. I've been thinking about it for some time now. My fortress is made up of gold. The road that is leading to the palace is laid with gold. But what a pity. Gold has no fragrance. If gold has got fragrance also, my entire killa will be perfumed, and the road permanently perfumed, and in some of my rooms there is plenty of gold, and therefore it will be perfumed. What a pity that gold has no perfume. So the messenger immediately said, Tathastu, because for 2 days gold had fragrance also. Now what you have got is only a general vasana for gold. That's a different thing. At that time, there was a fragrance for gold. And 2 days after, he was killed. Meaning, even such a man, having everything, his desire never ends. He has one more desire in the mind, one more desire. And you and I, nothing between ourselves and starvation and death tomorrow. And we have got a desire. Right? A job. 500 rupees. Go, kind. Right. Do you think that is that desire you will end? Whether when you get the 500, you want 1,000, 5,000. Minimum 5,000 we need in order to meet both ends together. And the more you get, the more difficult to meet both ends together, because the stomach is growing every moment. No, it is never satisfactory. It continues making you suffer. Yeti, that yeti, sika, asad anusandhim, asad vastu, the false world of plurality, anusandhi, constantly contacting it or contemplating upon it. Bandha hetum vihaya, this bandha hetu, this is the cause for the bandhan, your bondage, your sense of bondage. Vihaya, leave them all. Swayam, yourself. I am ahamasmi. I am this consciousness. Underline. It's not that you study that consciousness, there is an Atman, the self. Any amount of study will not do. Through contemplation, come to awake into that state of consciousness and come to know I am ahamasmi iti. I am this state in which I am now in my contemplation. This is me. Just as on the waking from the dream you realize that this is me and not that which I thought was a dreamer. A new awakening, a new dimension of existence, a new vision comes to you, rediscovering your own true nature. I am this state in which I am now. Ahamasmi. It is not something that I am seeing or experiencing as an object. This is me. I am ahamasmi itya atmadrishteva tishthed. Learn to remain in that attitude in life, understanding your true nature. I am this self only. Remain in this attitude all the time, not identifying with the world of objects and panting. Any amount you get, you are never satisfied. Nobody is satisfied. If you are a cabinet minister, you want to become prime minister. As a prime minister, are you happy? You want a little more property, a little more country, a little more the other country also, the other nation also. It goes on, endless. And nowhere you find complete peace or happiness. Sukhayati nanunishta brahmane swanubhutya. In that Brahmic state, in that state of one consciousness everywhere, you come to directly experience sanubhushtya, your own direct experience. Sanubhutya, by your own direct experience. Not book knowledge, but your own experience. Sukhayati, you come to experience bliss. Harade parama avidya karya. When thus you are in that higher state of consciousness, just as on waking up, the waking state loots away, plunders away, destroys the dream world and the dream sorrows. perceived by the dreamer. When the dreamer wakes up to realize that I am the waker, in the same way, this limited stupid ego, which was till now running after the sense objects, when he turns his entire attention to him and awake to become I am aham asmiti buddhi, the moment you come to experience that this is me, in that awakening, harati. You see, when you woke up from the dream, then afterwards you need not say that, bachcho ka maa, idhar aao, ek towel le aao. Why? To wipe out the dream. No! I need not sweep away the dream. No! I need not chant some special mantra to send the dream away. The moment you wake up, automatically the dream that you have been seeing and experiencing and suffering, and in the dream you fell into the ocean, Indian Ocean, and therefore you are wet. When you wake up, if you are wet, it is not because of the dream. You see? Your own child was sleeping next to you. That is why you are wet. It is not because of falling. You understand? Everything changed over just in a moment. In the same way here, harati parama avidya, that supreme avidya, non-apprehension of reality due to tamas. And therefore the projections of the mind, the misapprehensions, both these end on waking up to that higher state. It is perception of the reality. Non-apprehension ends when I apprehend the reality. Avidya karya dukkham pratitam. This is avidya karya. It is the effect of that avidya non-apprehension. The effect, immediate effect is the projection of the mind, and therefore the world of plurality. And in the world of plurality you are pickled from morning till evening in sorrows. Stewed. Yeah. Avidya karya dukkha pratitam appears to be. It is not sukha. Because the dreamer may suffer, I admit, but it is only pratita. He may even cry in the sleep because the pain was so much in the dream. But when you wake up, you know it's only pratiti. I thought that I was suffering. Similarly, all these sorrows created and provided by the plurality ends immediately.